All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Front Office Podcast featuring yours truly.
Neb. My fault. I kind of Neb. I'm here.
He was waiting for
And
me to
Steve.
say it. And we're back again, a new week, new news, same people. But today's going to be a very, very interesting video. As always, if you missed the last video, go back and check it out. Today's video, first thing we're going to talk about. Ned, what happened to your Chiefs, man?
Damn, bro. I don't even know. I'm just surprised. I think I'm not the only person in America out here surprised that it ended the way it ended. Like I never thought it was gonna be a blowout. I mean, I've been on record saying that if the Bucks don't get their defense like different from when they played in the regular season, I'm
Mm.
not gonna watch Super Bowl. That's what I said. And I mean, thank God they did. Like they was ready for that.
Yeah.
And to be real with you, like the Chiefs O line was just sorry as hell. Like that no, I'm not taking no credit from Tampa Bay. Clearly the better team won. But like that Tampa Bay D line came to play. There was a mess. And then that man Devin White, what's it called? That man is a dog. Like you better pay that man anything he wants.
Mm-hmm.
Like value his con. That man is right now to me top 3 linebacker in the league, right? Maybe top 2.
Ooh, that's a hot take.
I'm gonna say it. That man is a dog. Like seeing the way he pursues the ball, the way dang, like that defense is nice.
Yeah. I'll
That's
give
all I
it.
got to say. Yeah, it was a good game. It was a good win. I mean, big ups to the Bucks. Congratulations. Live it up. I mean, y'all talking about repeats. Hey, if y'all can do it again, go ahead. Have fun.
Hey, man. And me and Steve, man, we were solid. But what do we say? Don't bet against Brady. You feel? You dig?
The
Like
GOAT, man.
that's what I'm saying. Like
I mean,
first,
that man is nice. I mean, I ain't
I don't
gonna
know if we can sit here and say like it was a lot of the Bucks defense, more so the Chiefs offense. Like I can't believe I'm saying that right now because usually like in the past 2-3 years since Mahomes been the starting quarterback, the offense, especially because the Chiefs defense has been terrible like the past 3 years. But like the offense really sold them because like no one said Brady wasn't gonna drop 31. Like the fact that they only dropped 31 with three all pro like Pro Bowl receivers 1, 2, and 3, and two really good tight ends and Gronk and Cameron Brate. Like they knew they were gonna drop at least 28 type stuff. But like the fact that the Chiefs with Patrick Mahomes, a $500 million quarterback, Tyreek Hill, the fastest receivers to ever play in the game, probably. And then you got Miko Hardman, who can probably outrun him, if they had a race. And then you got Sammy Watkins, like a top 10 pick in 2014. Like, like they should have
They
put up
got
more
one
than
of
9 points.
one of the best tight ends in the game with Travis
Exactly.
Kelce.
Like the best tight end in the game. I mean, you could argue Gronk is better. I think he is better in his prime. But like you scored 9 points, and all those 9 points came from your kicker. Like, what are you doing?
I'm gonna be real with you. Yeah, like that was just again the better team won. Like that's what it was. Like clearly Tampa Bay was the better team, and clearly they won. Like I mean, of course, like I'm not gonna hold you. Like I'm done with. Like I'm really fed up with Brady. Brady has hurt me so many times. Like
Mhm.
there have been like he's hurt. He's taking my team out of playoffs.
Yeah.
And of course, like, I'm trying to root against them, but like, I mean, at the end of the day, I'm just gonna give credit where credit is due. Tom Brady, obviously, clearly one of the best, if not the best, like players ever to grace the NFL. That's
Mhm.
the dude has been to 10 Super Bowls
Yeah.
and lost only 3.
That's crazy. Like he's been in the league for 20. So basically 50% of the time he was in the league, he was in the Super Bowl. He's played 28.
Literally, like I mean, I'm like, look, that's his greatness. Like,
So
I can't
literally,
even hate. I can't even hate. Like, he's tough, and I mean, the dude is clearly a first ballot Hall of Famer. It's not even a
You
question.
oh,
saw you saw the stat where it was like he has a better chance of making the Super Bowl than Curry has making the 3.
Literally, literally, like you know how
That shit
like
blew me.
one thing that's amazing is like this proved like this wasn't like Belichick's way. This is just Brady.
yeah.
Brady's been great the whole time. Like,
And yeah. I don't know.
like
Not to discredit Belichick because
Belichick's still a
literally,
great coach. Don't get me wrong. He's
literally,
great.
the Patriots just went 7-9 with a quarterback who had more rushing touchdowns than passing touchdowns with receivers that I can't even name, and I play Madden, so I should name these like receivers.
Mhm.
Yeah, this year like the Patriots wide receiver core was doo doo.
Like, yo, if they had Deshaun Watson, they're making the playoffs. Like after what I saw Deshaun Watson do in Texas this year, if they had Deshaun
I've been
Watson,
on this podcast for saying like all the time. Deshaun Watson's been making a horrible team look great.
yeah, for sure. They went what 5-11, something like
But
that.
like when they went to the divisional round versus like they made it. Remember they were like up by like what 27 points at
It
one
was
point.
28-0. I remember I was
Bro,
here
like
watching the
I'm
game.
telling you, like he's been making a decent team, or no, a bad team, a pretty pitiful team, look great. And now that we want to transition topics,
Yeah,
AJ Watt wants to leave that team.
he
Nobody
wants to leave. Yo, he's out, but that's the next topic.
that's a huge red X right there on that
Yeah.
franchise. Like
Yeah,
any free agent looking to go anywhere, like they see Houston, like
yeah.
no, like unless you just want to retire a loser, like you don't understand. Like when franchises do this thing where like they see their quarterback make them like the franchise look better than it already is, right?
Mhm.
And then they like cut you back and like do it again, but with less options. Like Deshaun Watson took like your team to the divisional round, right?
Mhm.
Y'all lost, but like, oh, it's tough. Okay, this
Wait,
time,
that's your
do it
receiver.
without number one receiver.
Yeah,
Run it back. And well, you know what? Well, you know what? We'll do this. We'll take away the number one wide receiver, give you injury prone running back. Run it back.
yeah.
Like do it again. Like he can't.
That's what I'm saying. And
Like we're in an off season, we're not gonna invest in no alignment. Keep running it out the pocket every time you get.
By the
Come
way,
on, like,
we don't have our first round pick.
yeah, literally. Like we'll give like same thing with the Packers. We're gonna trade up Aaron Rodgers and get a quarterback, not a wide receiver.
I mean,
You
they
want to know
actually
why?
have weapons. Honestly, people keep talking about Aaron Rodgers' weapons like as if he didn't have Devontae Adams.
Okay, yeah, he had Devontae
And
Adams is a great receiver. Probably
he's probably
is
top 5
the
right now.
best
Top 5, top 10.
receiver in the league. Off like the year he had, probably the best receiver in the league. Low key. Like,
I will still take Julio Jones over and DeAndre Hopkins over Devontae
I'm
Adams.
gonna be real with you, man. Julio just couldn't stay healthy. That's why I don't put him up the top 2 or top. I mean, he's a top 5 receiver for sure. But like the top 2, the reason why I would probably put DeAndre Hopkins 1 or 2, right?
Yeah.
I mean, the dude showed. I mean, Devontae Adams. Like this dude showed out.
Yeah.
This man was showing out with games, and like there would be games where he'd be double teamed and still show out.
Yeah. Well, here's my like reasoning because Julio Jones and Devontae Adams are similar in the fact that they're both like, yo, like they're a double team. Yo, if you can't put one corner on them, right? But then the situation they're in, when you have Aaron Rodgers as a quarterback, you can't simply just always have him double cover because Aaron Rodgers can make anybody look good. Honestly, like you could, they like if I wanted to get drafted, they could put me up there and I would have 500 receiving yards. I might have like 100 targets and 50 catches, but like I'll drop 500 receiving yards. Matt Ryan, while I still think he's very underrated and he's kind of good, not kind of good, but he is good. He doesn't draw the same attention Aaron Rodgers does. He can't just make anybody look good. So yeah, they had Calvin Ridley and Julio Jones, but like at the same time, I feel like defenses can key on Julio a lot more in Atlanta than they can on Devontae Adams in Green Bay because like we can leave Julio open, but like Matt Ryan's not going to make anyone else look good. But if we leave Devontae, if we keep double cover Devontae, there's going to be somebody open like Scantling.
I mean, also like you gotta understand, like when it comes to like number wise, Matt Ryan. I don't know why it is to me. He just seemed like the most sackable QB in NFL history. Like this dude is like in the pocket so like he's not mobile. Like I don't mean to be mean. If you ever listen to Matt Ryan, you probably won't. But your footwork looks like garbage, man. Like this dude, like he looks like when the pocket is collapsing, this dude looks lost. And it's just like hard. Like I'm gonna be real with you. Like Atlanta's success will start on the offensive side of the ball at least when they get rid of Matt Ryan. That's what I'm saying. That's my hot.
Get rid of him?
I think they get rid of him. They won't though, but
I think they should because
he had that one good year when they went Super Bowl, but then Brady.
He's never been bad. Like in my opinion, like the Falcons were never bad because of Matt Ryan.
No, they said no. Like, well, this year they couldn't win games. They just they would play good up to 3 quarters and forget how to play football in 4th quarter.
Dude, our offense would be good. Like they dropped like 5.
This year against the Cowboys, but they forgot how to recover onside kicks and they lost the game. Like, imagine playing good all 3 quarters and then be like, oh, we just don't want to be here anymore in the 4th quarter.
That was Matt Ryan. I obviously trade me. He reminds me of Matt.
If I'm Julio, I say trade me. I would.
Like
I think I feel bad when these amazing receivers stay with one team and don't win a ring.
Nah, you know what really feel bad?
A la Larry Fitzgerald.
Nah. AJ Green. That's who I really feel bad for because.
AJ Green also, he also been injured. Like he's had like multiple years where he hasn't finished because he's been
But think about it though. In his prime, like I literally remember like damn near 6 years ago.
Mm.
Like at the lunch table, I was like, yo, top 3 receivers, Julio Jones, AJ Green. And I think Calvin was still playing 6 years ago. So Calvin, he was about to retire and stuff. He wasn't Calvin back in 2010, 2011. Yo, the stuff he was doing was ridiculous. But 2014, 2015, when he's about to retire and stuff, he was okay. But AJ Green, Julio, top 2 receivers in the league. That's what it was to me. Then 4 years later, when was the last time this dude played? And he played this year. He was in the games. But he just wouldn't get open. He couldn't get open.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I just feel like at this point, he's much older, and I mean, I feel bad because he has never had I don't think he's had a season in recent memory where he's played all games, all 17 games, all 17 games and all that.
Yeah.
It's just kind of hard to watch. I mean, I feel bad for him. But I think I don't want Julio to be another Larry because I don't think for the next 4 or 5 years, right?
Mm.
Atlanta is in a contention spot to win a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So if I'm what's it called, Julio, I say trade me. I mean, come on.
Yeah. You know what's came on SportsCenter right now? The Jaguars, Chris Doyle, the dude, the trainer.
Yeah. So I'm talking about Chris Doyle. How y'all feel about Urban Meyer hiring a racist dude named Chris Doyle for conditioning? Does that turn you off to Urban Meyer now? Do y'all feel what are you doing?
There's always been something with Urban Meyer. I he's very I feel like he's low key, a low key race, not low key race, but there's always been stuff wasn't he didn't he hide a controversy at Ohio State or something?
Yes, sir. He had a cover.
Yeah, it was some I don't know if I got this right, but wasn't he the
sexual
wasn't
assault?
he he was with what other team was he with?
He was with Ohio State, I think, or Miami.
He was in Florida.
He was in Florida back when Aaron Hernandez was there.
Oh,
that whole squad was full of killers.
Aaron Hernandez,
wasn't Tebow there?
Who was the quarterback?
Tebow.
Yeah, Tebow, all that.
That team was
There was a bunch of
them was monsters, but they had murderers on that team.
Chill, bro. That dude killed himself. What are you doing?
Okay, Aaron Hernandez, bro. I mean,
talking about a dead man like that.
okay. I'm sorry, but no, they had other people on that team who also committed murder.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm playing. But yeah, nah. So he's always been in controversy. So in my head, I'm just I don't at this point. I think he's just getting senile. He just, I think he should have resigned. He should have resigned, not the coach. I mean, both of them. But you know what I'm trying to say.
I mean, I feel like Urban Meyer, he hasn't. First, I mean, I've said it looks like a good fit for Jaguars, yeah, but he hasn't coached in how long?
A year.
No, multiple years, bro. He left Ohio State.
This is Ryan Day's first year with the Buckeyes.
No, this is Ryan Day's, I think, second year, third. No, because look, when Chase Young was you want to know why? Because when Chase Young was playing, right, in Ohio State, I think his last year, the year he was eligible for Heisman, right? He was what's called one of the commentators on college football center or whatever. I think he was it's been I think 2 or 3 years. I think Ryan Day's second or third year.
No, it's been his second year.
So when they played the Fiesta Bowl against or Tostillo's Bowl against what's it called, Clemson, it was Ryan Day as head coach.
This dude Urban Meyer's retired 4 different times. I just googled when's the last time Urban Meyer coached, and it said 1984. So this dude's been retiring since he was 20.
No. I mean, Urban Meyer. I feel that it kind of turned me off to him. I mean, how are you gonna someone who has allegations of racism around them? Oh, you act like the NFL isn't majority black.
Yeah, he started coaching. Ryan Day started coaching in 2019.
Okay, so 2 years, I guess.
Second year, right? That would be second
2 years. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I remember when Chase Young was on for Heisman eligibility, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ryan Day was head coach.
Yeah, I remember now. Because he was coaching. There was so what happened was he was placed on administrative leave after he knew about spousal abuse from one of the coaches, Zach Smith, apparently. So that's what the cover up that I was thinking about. So
this dude has just been trash.
Yeah. He's senile. That's what I put. I think he has Alzheimer's.
Wild, wow.
That's the only thing I can think of, bro. Because I just googled and it said 1984. So this dude, I think he just forgets that he retired. He's yo, I'm gonna come back now. Like that's what he like.
That's honestly. I mean, look. I mean, Jacksonville. Good luck. I mean, speaking of Pearson, they might get Jacksonville. You want to talk about Trevor like Lawrence's pro day? That dude was slanging the ball, man. Like
yeah.
I.
We can do our mock drafts like next, not mock draft, like let's do like mock, not lottery, it's no lottery, but like the top 10 picks next podcast.
All right, no problem. All right, but wait, before we do anything else, but like let's talk about JJ Watt. So that means it's time for a Nev Nuke, and talk about today. Earlier today, as of Friday. Oh well, I mean technically Saturday, but I mean
Man, 9 minutes into the next day, man.
Friday. What's it called? February
11?
12th.
11?
JJ Watt or what?
The 12th, the 11th or the 12th? The 12th.
Praise
Well,
Yeah. JJ Watt has asked to be released, and they've mutually parted ways with JJ Watt down in Houston. So that's a second superstar to want to leave Houston. Like he's only one the the one superstar that successfully got out. But I mean, what y'all think about that?
I see.
I mean, it's a dying franchise. Like we were talking about it earlier before we started off. But I don't know. It's the fact that Deshaun Watson wants to leave, and then now that JJ Watt wants to leave, it just puts like just a horrendous mark on the whole franchise as a whole.
Yeah.
Like nobody's gonna want to go there. I don't know. It's not a desirable spot anymore.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I mean, I just like I said earlier, man. Like this is horrible. Like JJ Watt is gone. I mean, who wants to go to Houston? Like, who's your number one? Like as of today, who's your number one QB? We don't know.
AJ
Like-
McCarron. That's the only quarterback on our roster. Or Josh McCown. I mean, he's 41. I don't know what you're gonna do.
All right.
with him.
They interviewed him for the head coach job. You know that, right? Now, I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure this dude is probably gonna be like a QB coach, something like that. Now, but like, this is not no. Like, this is such a horrible. Like, you don't have a number one receiver because I'm pretty sure they're not gonna like. What's it
They don't
called?
have a first round pick, so what are they gonna do?
They don't have a first round pick. Like, who was their running back? The dude they traded DeAndre Hopkins for?
They got David Johnson and Duke Johnson, both the Johnsons. They're not bad. Like the running game actually wasn't bad, but they just had no one to block. So like
You don't have an O line. So like my whole take on this situation is like, I mean, no, like I think this is a dead end for what's it called, Houston. Like they need to go into like a huge rebuilding. So I mean, best of luck to them when they start, whenever they decide to, sit down. I mean, because I feel like you don't want to keep a player who isn't happy there.
Yeah.
So I mean, like, just let whatever. Like, Houston is a big red X. No free agent wants to go there. Like, it's a huge stay away from them right now.
Yeah. I mean, JJ Watt's been released. I mean, granted, he really wasn't much of a factor the past couple of years. Which wasn't really much. He had that really terrible, I think it was a back injury in 2019, 2018, and he missed a couple years. But like, he wasn't too like, like someone they're gonna like extremely miss. Like, this is not the prime, but prime JJ Watt was something else. But like, this guy, he's aged, he's 31, he's ring chasing at this point, so he's gonna go to a contender now. But the Texans, they need to. If I'm them, I'm trading Deshaun Watson. I'm getting like 5 first round picks because that's what a quarterback's worth, especially on that contract he's on. In 5 years, or like not even 5, like 3 years, the quarterback salaries are going to change. It's going to get way higher. So the contract he's on right now isn't even that bad. Like he's getting paid less than Wentz, I think. So like, you know what I'm saying? Like he's on a good contract. They trade him, get like 5 first round picks. Like that's literally what he's worth. At least 3 first round picks.
I mean, the only good player they have right now on the Texans is Laramie Tunsil, like the offensive lineman.
I would trade him too at this point.
And to be real with you, like I'm if he decides, I mean, he recently signed like I think a 3-year extension of April, like in April, right?
He had like 2 years left on his rookie contract.
Yeah, so like I mean, this dude's a great like what's called offensive lineman, but like they're not even gonna re-sign Will Fuller because I heard right now he's in the talk with Packers right now. Go with the Packers.
Yeah,
that would be a nice duo. I'm gonna hold you, him and Devontae Adams. But like Houston is losing so many key components, right?
Yeah,
like it's just come on, like. You look at that, you're just like, you hired a wide receiver coach as your head coach.
That coach, the dude they hired, Culley, I think his name is David Culley. He coached the wide receivers for the Chiefs that in 2014 when they didn't score a touchdown. Like all the receivers did not score a touchdown.
Let me do you one better.
And then he went to
Let
the
me give you-
Ravens, your team.
Who was the 30-second pass offense in the league? Baltimore Ravens.
Exactly.
Who was the wide receiver coach?
David Cole.
Right.
Which doesn't make any sense because Eric Bieniemy.
I mean, look, I don't want to like big ups to him for getting his first NFL head coaching job, right? I don't want to, take away from that. But like still.
Oh, Stephen A. Smith, he has some kind of pictures of the owner's wife. He has some kind of pictures on somebody's kids or something. He just had some explicit photos that could not.
That resume for me would be so underwhelming. Like you take pride.
I'm better than him. They can hire me.
You take pride in coaching the Ravens this year. Like the 32nd ranked.
I think he's black, so I'm not trying to hate on a black man.
He is, and I don't want to hate on him either. But like,
well, you're terrible at your job. Like, quit.
You have had very underwhelming seasons. Yes, like there have been times where like
they might as well just sign Josh McCown because like
I think what they're gonna do, like what they did in Dallas a couple years ago when they had Wade Phillips, they had Wade Phillips as head coach, right? Mm-hmm. And they had those called Jason Garrett underneath him, like as like a position coach. And eventually,
I think it was the other way around. Wait, was it?
No, it was Wade Phillips. And then when Wade Phillips got fired, right? They promoted what's called Deshaun Garrett. Like I think that's what's gonna happen. Like they're gonna coach up Josh McCown to be the head coach.
Yeah,
like it's like eventually. So like maybe when his contract runs out, like the new head coach of the Texans, right?
Or he gets fired.
Yeah, maybe it's gonna promote Josh McCown to be the quarterback, and then they'll go from there. But I mean, other than that though, like
I'm just worried for him, bro.
For who?
For Deshaun, because they're saying we're not trading. I'm sitting here like
I told you. I think I said last podcast. The best thing, the smart thing to do for Houston is to do it before the draft.
So I'm saying, if they trade before the draft, get 3 first round, they might get their first round pick back.
That's what you can do. Do it now.
This draft is loaded with receivers, like into those like the second round, third round.
But it's all good. Let's jump over to the NFC side and talk about the Eagles. Thomas, you can say me. I have been telling you to hop off the Carson Wentz ship for the longest. You can attest to that. I've been saying that ship is dead. That ship has sunk. Jalen Hurts is the new guy. I can read the DM where you were like, I don't know. I don't think so. Jalen Hurts.
No. Jalen Hurts. Yo, stop that slander on my man's Wentz's name, bro. All right. I'm about to break this down for you, bro. Because I am a Wentz stan, bro. I'll say that publicly, bro.
I know.
Listen to me, man.
When you try to convince that Carson Wentz, Jalen Hurts wasn't better than Carson Wentz.
Carson Wentz has played a total of 4 years in the league? No, wait, 5, I think. 2016. Yeah, 5, I think. 5 years now. His rookie year was promising. Been over that. Yeah. Definitely. No one's gonna sit here and say his rookie year was not promising.
No, it was. I'll give you that. It was 100%.
It wasn't like a Dak or Dak in his rookie year went to the playoffs, but again, he had Des Bryant, Zeke, good old like all pros across the O-line.
He had weapons. Yeah.
Wentz comes back his second year, is the MVP. I don't care what anyone says. If he didn't tear his ACL, he tore his ACL week 12 and it was still he was a contestant. Like you could vote for Wentz in MVP. You can't vote for everybody in the MVP in that race. Anyways, third year comes back, he's injured. So he goes 5 and 6. Mm-hmm. He's injured. Mm-hmm. You know what happens? Next year he comes back, leads the Eagles back to another playoff race, but then he gets hurt again. What does that tell you? Cuz is injury prone. But wait, comes back this year, plays bad.
This dude was just bad. Like watching everything, I was like, what? Like,
oh, what did he play bad? Like, what were the circumstances? And he
wait. Let me say one thing. One thing that kind of concerned me was when I had other Ravens fans be like, "Yo, Carson Wentz just bad." Mm-hmm. Other Ravens was like, "This dude is just really bad." Like, it isn't like some years it was like receivers wouldn't catch the ball.
Whoa, Neb. Name his receivers.
No, when he had Nelson Aguilar, this man wouldn't catch. This man was better.
Oh yeah, he was terrible.
No, I'm saying like receivers, the Ravens would inability to grab a ball, or you just had issues. This year, just like Carson Wentz is just bad. And to be real with you, when I said that, I hit Thompson. I'm like, yo, Jalen Hurts is your guy. I've seen this dude in Alabama. I've seen him in Oklahoma. I was like, Jalen Hurts was a steal in the draft. He's gonna do big things. Mm-hmm. And he came up and showed up against the Saints. And I was like, I told you. And you were like, I see, but Carson Wentz still our guy.
Yeah, because he completed less than 55% of his passes, and he what's it called?
And then what happened?
14 yards in
What
passing yards,
happened?
I
They're
think.
trying to get rid of him right now. They want him to leave. They're begging people to take his salary. Like, please
Yo,
take
listen,
this burden off of us. They're really going to other teams and be like,
listen
take this
to me.
burden of a contract that we made Carson Wentz sign.
Listen to me.
Off.
Listen, Linda. Listen. What I'm trying to say is, yo, Carson Wentz played with. Let me tell you, receivers. Travis Fulgham, he played good for like 4 weeks and then disappeared once Alshon Jeffrey came back. Alshon Jeffrey played for like what 4 weeks, like after injuries, had 1 touchdown. Not even gonna lie, it was with Jalen Hurts, but again, not reliable. Deshaun Jackson, he gets hurt by breathing. I don't know what's wrong with Deshaun Jackson.
This dude will fall and break 7 ligaments. Yeah, I know.
Like he's a John Wall of the NBA, the NFL. Like he just, he be walking around his house just breaking limbs and tearing ligaments. What's his face? JJ Arcega-Whiteside, who's drafted ahead of DK Metcalf. Cuz has not played a decent snap. Actually, he had 1 good catch in the Cowboys game, but other than that, like
I think I remember that catch. I think
it was like a moss. It was like, bring it down. I remember that one. But anyways, other than that, he had Quez Watkins, speedy, not good. Jalen Reagor, our first round pick, didn't play terrible. I mean, he's a rookie, so I'm not gonna say he had a bad first year by any means, but like, yo, like he didn't do what he was supposed to do.
How do you feel? How do you feel? Y'all pick Arcega-Whiteside over DK Metcalf.
Yeah. I was in Boston when the draft was going on, and we were in the hotel, and I was with my man's Herb. And I was like, I called him because we're not in the same room. I was like, did we really just pass up DK Metcalf for this random from Stanford? I was like, all right, this better work. I was like, and I watched his highlights, and the draft they be lying. They be showing you the good stuff. Like they be showing you
out of a 4-year career, they show you like 10 best plays out of 4 years. Man.
Like, damn, like this Bama good. Like he's catching. He's better than DK. And because DK really didn't have like a great college career, he's just 6'4", 230 pounds.
He was injury. I remember. I think he broke his neck. He hurt his neck or something like that. Then he hurt his ankle. Yeah, but like either way,
his neck, his back, or something.
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you the Eagles online normally. Lane Johnson, Brandon Brooks, Jason Kelsey, Jason Peters when he's not hobbling on one leg trying to play like he's Superman. What else? Left guard Isaac Saimalo. Jason Peters, the left tackle, was the only one who was actually there the whole season. 4 of our starting, 3 of which are all pros. Like they're all pro linemen were hurt.
Yeah.
Same not bad.
Yeah, your center isn't that Travis Kelce's brother, right?
Yeah, bro. He's all pro like 4
years.
And
he's really good. Yeah.
Lane Johnson, all pro, hurt. Brandon Brooks, all pro, hurt. Like, yo, we have a rugby player playing left tackle at one point. And he's actually good. Like he was starting. Like he was great. Jordan Mailata, whatever that rugby. He plays rugby. He's good. Let's go to the defense. Yo, I haven't even say they played well. They did their job.
I'll have Darius Slay too. He's pretty good too.
This is what I'm saying. Doug Peterson somehow changes the game plan whenever Wentz is not in the game. Like when Nick Foles was playing and when Carson Wentz was playing back in the 2017 season, they changed the whole offense. Now, when Carson Wentz was playing well, the offense system that Doug had was great. But when they went to Foles, they had the RPO system, the little like play action, like fakes or run with the quarterback stuff. I don't know why, but like when Wentz came back, they just switched it up. So Wentz started playing bad, and it wasn't really his fault. Like they switched the game plan up on him, and then they don't draft anybody decent for him to throw to, block for. What do you want him to do? Like I'm so confused. They drafted a quarterback in the first or in second round when they could have traded up and got what's his face, CD Lamb. Are you serious?
That would have been very nice for y'all.
They could have got Ruggs too, because a first and second round pick, anyone's taking that trade for moving up 5 spots. I'll take that trade if I'm the Broncos or the Falcons. But no, and I blame Howie. Thank you.
Either way, I just feel like right now when it comes to the Eagles, it's definitely looking like sticky right now, man. Like, it's just hard to feel. I feel like, I mean, this is my way too early hot take. I'm taking that the Eagles are going to be in the last place in the NFC East this year.
I highly doubt it.
I really think it's going to be a rebuilding year, right? If it's not y'all, it's the Cowboys.
I think it'll be the Cowboys. It depends if Dak's playing or not, honestly.
Honestly, if you want to talk about that, talking about something else, Steve, all the Washington fans going crazy earlier this week when Dak Prescott apparently followed Washington Football's Instagram. Now, let me tell you, y'all getting Dak Prescott. Oh, that makes I'm gonna say that will make them Super Bowl contenders.
No, that wouldn't.
You don't think? Well, wait. You have a great running back as an Antonio Gibbs and a decent back second string J.D. McKissick. You have an all-pro guard. I mean, it was called Brandon Scherf and a really great, decent O-line. Definitely top 2 in the NFC East. You have Dak Prescott, who is a dog of a quarterback. Your defensive line is top 4, top 3 even. Tell me what's going to stop. You get Landon Collins back next year too, and you have Cam Curl who balled out this year. What would stop Washington from going? They would definitely win NFC if they got that.
Their defense is, while their line isn't suspect, their secondary is very. And you named Curl. They got Ronald Darby playing cornerback. Like they got.
I mean, he played pretty well. Only one person, in my opinion, was like a liability. To be real with you, for the Washington secondary, Kendall Fuller.
Kendall Fuller's not bad. Like, he played well.
This dude, if he lines up man, for some reason, Jack Del Rio enjoys man coverage, and when they play man, what's it called? When they play what's called with Kendall Fuller, this dude loves to get burnt.
I know.
It's like his favorite flavor of what's it called? Defense, burnt. It has to be like, it's really. I remember watching the Steelers game, but this dude Deontay Washington burnt him so bad.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, it happened twice, and I'm like, oh, come on, like, look, I mean, he's not bad, but like, I'm just saying though. My thing is, if Washington were to land a great quarterback, such as Dak Prescott, oh come on.
I don't know, because here's the thing with me. There's second, even Landon Collins, even if he comes back, he's not a zone. He's not a cover safety. You put him in man, he's getting burnt. Put him in zone, he's probably not gonna get burnt, but like, he's not the best coverage. He's like Jamal Adams. He's like Jamal Adams, honestly. He's like a poor man's.
It's a corner. It's a safety that blitz.
He like Cam Chancellor probably is the only safety that I've ever seen like be good at both, like being in the box and like rushing the quarterback, or like run defense, and also playing like coverage.
Yeah,
other than that, I've never like Jamal Adams. He's like a liability in coverage. Damn. Anyways, Landon Collins is the same guy.
I mean, look, believe it or not, like, how do you feel about this? Like, see, if the Washington football team were to land a great quarterback such as Dak Prescott, do you think that makes them contenders?
I don't think it would make them Super Bowl contenders, but they're definitely taking the NFC East.
That's no doubt. Yeah.
I mean, they can definitely like fight their way in the NFC, but I don't know if it makes them like 100% Super Bowl contenders.
I think they can definitely surpass around, like, if they do become what's called. I think they can win the NFC East, obviously, if they do acquire a quarterback such as Dak Prescott's caliber. But I also do believe they are going to what's it called? I think they can make the Super Bowl. I mean, well, I mean, it definitely depends on who's in the playoff as well, and who is
They can make a solid like playoff run. They're definitely making a solid playoff run.
I believe they can get past like that like godforsaken first round where they've always like made it once in 5 years and lose. Like I see that, and I mean, to be real with you, like, Washington, they're doing good things. They finally have a culture that's set up the right way. But to be real, I don't think Dak is going to leave Dallas. Realistically,
I think we shouldn't.
I think for real, like, that might have been like a little like leverage move on Jerry Jones to get him in his feelings. Follow different.
The man, bro. It's not that hard. Just pick the guy. Like, they had the money.
Jerry Jones is known to hold on. Look what he did a couple years ago. He held out on him.
On Zeke, yeah.
Like, look, like, I'm telling you, like, I'm really believe if he went to Washington, Zach would enjoy it, because that man, Daniel Snyder, gives the franchises away. Like, he treated RG3 like a king his first year.
Puts his money like where his mouth. Like, that's why I'm like, I like what Daniel Snyder. He's not like not self, but like, he's not proud. Like, he's not like, yo, like, you're my guy. Like, he's gonna put all his faith in you until you prove him not to. Which is what he did with Dwayne Haskins. He's like, yo, draft him, man. He's like, yo.
I don't know why he did it.
He
did nothing for the franchise. Oh, watching that, man. Hey, but I mean, look, best of luck to him. He's with Pittsburgh now. Hopefully he does things. But I mean, look, all in all, I do see another quarterback that Washington's made calls about was Derek Carr.
Oh, yeah. I saw that.
They made some calls about Derek Carr. I think, like, Oakland is. They're not turning. I mean, people have been making calls and they're not turning them away. Say to Russell Wilson, actually.
You got Marcus Mariota.
How do y'all feel about Russell Wilson?
Yeah, so apparently
getting traded.
Apparently, like, Seattle's getting calls, and I mean, they're saying they're not interested, but letting them talk. How y'all feel? I mean, Yo, that's crazy. Like that lets me. That will let me know this is. I will forever like like this whole football family thing is a false. This is strictly business. If they let go Russell Wilson, that man has done nothing but great things for Seattle.
The Seahawks might be the best team that I've seen in recent, like the past couple, like 5 years, ever since the Legion of Boom got disbanded. Probably the best team that I've ever seen not make it like to at least the conference finals. Or
Let me tell you like one thing about Seattle, right? The Legion of Boom changed the way defenses are set up now.
For sure. Yeah.
And then you know what else it did? It changed the way offense see defenses. Like Legion of Boom changed football in general. Legion of Boom was amazing. What are you talking about? Like you don't throw deep balls because you have two dominant safeties in Cam Chancellor and Earl
Not even
Thomas.
that. Like we won't.
You don't want to throw what's it called? Yeah, you don't want to throw balls up in the air like that either because you have two zone like ball hawks of Richard Sherman and Brandon Browner.
Yeah.
You don't want to run the ball or keep the ball long because you have two smacking linebackers with Bobby Wagner and KJ Wright. Like this is, and then you have Cliff Averill and like what's it called? I think Martellus Bennett on the edge. Like this is like one defense. Like these were like monster players. These are like majority of these people are franchise players.
They all were, honestly. Bobby Wagner is still there, the best linebacker in the league. Like
for sure. Like, and the thing is, like, you like it just like gets me like you had this. I mean, they won the Super Bowl, obviously. They should have won two. That's a different conversation. That's a different conversation. But what's it called? Even now, like Seattle, like they have such a great foundation, and like even Pete Carroll won hell of a coach.
Top three, top five, probably.
I'll give him that for sure. But like, it gets me really wondering, like, how are y'all so good, but are so great at choking?
Yeah.
Like y'all will go 6-0, and then lose 6 straight. No, lose 4 straight.
Yeah.
And then go on a 4-game win streak and then lose to the Giants.
Yeah, that was weird. That game was actually really weird. I saw that game.
And then low key, let Washington be in the shootout with you. It was like 15. That was like 15-20 or whatever. Like they were like that game. While I watched that game, like it low key. Dwayne Haskins was making a comeback.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't at the end of the day. It wasn't his fault. O-line sold, and they allowed 2 sacks in a row, so the game kind of ended there. But like they were marching on them, and like that ever since that Legion of Boom, like that offense, like I mean that defense has been hella shaky.
That defense is like they like try and remake the Legion of Boom, in my opinion. Like they're like, oh, we still got Bobby Wagner, KJ Wright, bet. Now we need this two long and kind of fat long and fast cornerbacks. Let's get a good safety. Let's get a hard hitting safety like Cam Chancellor. We're gonna be back in. You know what they did? They got Shaquille Griffin, who is 6'4" and is really fast, and kind of like Richard Sherman, just a little faster. They got Quandre Diggs, who's he's an okay. He made the he's
pretty good.
All pro, I think, or Pro Bowl.
He's pretty good. He's really good.
So they got Jamal Adams, probably like Cam Chancellor 3.0. They got Landon Collins 2.0, so they got 3.0 back in the backfield or in the what's called safety room. Who else they got? They got Carlos Dunlap, who they traded for, probably like a Michael Bennett 2.0. They still got Bobby Wagner. They're trying to make the Legion of Boom.
They are, but
that's not their identity anymore. That's
you can't remake Legion of Boom. I feel like that Legion of Boom was such an amazing set of players, and you had a defensive mastermind of what's it called? I think Colin Quinn, right?
Dan Quinn.
Dan Quinn. Yeah, like amazing, like what's it called? Mastermind of defense, right?
Yeah,
and it was set.
Like the only reason why like that worked was I'm not gonna say pure luck, but the fact that they assembled all those players wasn't like pure like, oh, let's go get these players and make this. It happened because it happened. Like it happened because they had to. They just happened to have all those players at the.
It's like you put something together and like it just
works. But when you try and go looking for it, it's real. It's not 9 out of 10 is not going to work because you can't. It's really hard to just put a bunch of because football and basketball are two different things. I've said this before. Basketball, you can get 3 great players like Kyrie, KD, and Harden. Put them on the team, and it will work fantastically. Because basketball is one ball. And same thing with football, it's one ball, but you got to share with 11 other people on the field, or like not 6 other people, let's say receivers, not running backs. And with defense, not everyone plays the same. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, not everyone, it's a lot harder to know in the football room or in the football field who plays like what. KD probably knows how Kyrie plays. How is Bobby Wagner going to know what Shaquille Griffin's doing on the other side of the field? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like, the Legion of Boom, how they were set up, they all not grew up together, but they all resembled together. Like they came in pretty much at the same time, same place. They were bonded. It was more than just putting them together. It happened because it happened. The team they're trying to do right now. So Shaquille Griffin was drafted 2 years ago. They traded for Dunlap in the middle of the season. Bobby Wagner's been there since forever, but like he still got to meet these new people. Like, yo, they're trying to do too much with that defense, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying?
No, I agree, and I feel like for real, that Seattle's defense, I feel like it can. I don't think at least for a while, it will
Mhm.
never be able to resemble the Legion of Boom that it once did.
Yeah,
I think it'll just be like they might have years where they have a really good defense, but it won't be Legion of Boom caliber.
for sure. I think Legion was gonna go down as the best defense. There's a steel curtain with the Steelers, but like,
What's called about 85 Bears?
that's what I'm saying. Like, I was gonna say the best defense, but like, I'm remembering like other
Like
defense.
Ron Rivera was on 85 Bears. Man played
I know,
linebacker.
yeah. So
Yeah,
like,
like
definitely top 5 in my opinion, for sure. We'll go down as top 5 defense of all time, just simply because
that
the way
that
they
that I
go
agree.
and how and like here's the thing on like defenses between generations and eras. That 1985 Bears defense, I don't know if they can compete with defenses nowadays simply because the game's changes faster.
It is
So
that yeah, like now like back then linebackers like didn't have to be as fast as they have to now.
yeah, for sure.
Linebackers then would just have to be big, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
and
Be
like
fast, like to get to the play, right?
not to cover.
But just like not hella fast. Like, bro, linebackers right now would be able to run circles around the way
Like
that.
Jack Lambert and Bobby Wagner. Lambert was on the 19 something Steelers, 1990, 99.
Mm-hmm.
Wagner obviously on the 2016, whatever Seahawks. Like Wagner probably would have a field day back in the day.
No, like be
But
real
like
with you, he would have. Like even be real with you. Like look at this. Like look at what's it called? How it's set up. Like I feel like also what you've noticed is like linebackers back then, right? Were definitely more meatier. You know what I mean? Like definitely like
I don't feel like
now it's more like they're like lean. They have to be like more lean type. Like
yeah.
if you look at what's it called? Um what's it called Devin White and Ray Lewis, right? I'm not
Oh,
comparing. I'm not comparing them. Like they're different, obviously the caliber of like linebackers, but
yeah.
like Ray Lewis is definitely more meatier, more more like built, right?
He played in both eras, low
And
key.
Devin White is definitely lean and fast.
Yeah, because
But
like
like they both. The thing is, like, I mean, yeah, you're right. Ray Lewis played in both eras, and Ray
yeah,
Lewis to me right now, right?
yeah,
How I'm set up, you cannot convince me he's not one of the best. He's to me, hot take, best linebacker ever stepped on the field. But that's a whole different conversation.
yeah.
But I mean, last thing, wrap it up. I guess we can transition real quick to NBA. If y'all want to talk about it real quick, how's NBA going so far for y'all, and like what y'all think about MVP final? I mean MVP race so far. I'm gonna start off with Thomas.
I'm a Sixers fan, so obviously I'm gonna go with Joel Embiid. And not just because I'm a Sixers fan, but like he's doing his job. Like he's averaging what, damn near 30 points a game, double every night. The thing that's really like struck me this year is his shooting's up. Like he's shooting what 35% from three, 36% from three, which for a big man is amazing. He's shooting above 50%. I think he's shooting 50, like 36 and 90. He always shoots at least 80% from the free throw, which again is great for a big man. He's he's better than Ben Simmons at shooting. So like he's definitely doing his thing. But definitely I got to beat at one. See the thing, and like the official poll came up today, so like they had LeBron at 1 and Embiid at 2, Jokic at like 3, Giannis at like 4, Curry at 5, Kawhi. Like it's going down. But in my opinion, the way it should be is Embiid at 1. LeBron shouldn't even be in the top 3, in my opinion, top 4. I think it should be Curry should be somewhere in top 3, simply because like the Warriors are 14 and what, 14 and was it 10? I don't know. But they're in the playoffs right now, like with that roster, which last year was a lottery pick without Curry. So Curry's definitely like, kind of like the dude carrying them right now. I definitely put LeBron. Actually, I'm lying. LeBron would definitely be like 3, maybe. Just because the Lakers would be good with or without him. I think if he took a break and Anthony Davis let him play, like they still be good. Like that team is amazing, probably the best roster in the NBA. So I'd have him at 3. And then you always have to have Kawhi somewhere in the top 5 because without him, Paul George starts breaking threes again, 0 for 18. So, yeah, go at that. Go ahead, Steve.
About you, Steve.
I can concur with what Thomas said, and to go back to the Curry point. I saw the stat where it was like the last few games he's been averaging like 37 points, 7 threes a game, 94 from the free throw. Like it was just like he was doing very well recently, like the past few games. He's been putting the Warriors on his back basically. And I mean they're not like a terrible team, but like he's without him, they definitely would be. Joel Embiid really is like Thomas said, like he's earned his number one spot, no matter what the actual chart is. LeBron, I'm not. To go back to your comment about how the Lakers have AD, I saw this interview. Some lady, she was talking about how she thinks AD is soft, and how he wouldn't do well if LeBron wasn't on the Lakers. If he was by himself, like he wouldn't be able to handle the Lakers. How do y'all feel about that?
Oh wow, that's a hot take.
Wait, who will be on the Lakers? Who?
She said if LeBron wasn't on the Lakers, that AD wouldn't be able to handle himself because he's soft.
I don't think they'd be like a lottery pick or like they definitely.
I don't think they'd be a lot. They wouldn't be as good clearly, but I mean like.
You think the GOAT or like a top 3 GOAT off the team, like the team's gonna.
Yeah, they're not gonna be as good. Yeah, they're not gonna be as good.
Yeah.
They like I mean like. Yeah, like last year, Lakers wouldn't have won a championship like LeBron. That's said and done, obviously.
Oh, for sure. They wouldn't even.
I mean, they would. I believe they would have been playoff contention. I mean, again,
would they want it without it? Would they have won it without AD though?
They got swept by one of the teams.
Would they have won without AD?
Yeah,
I think the Nuggets would have game run for their money.
Get the brooms out. Let's go.
No, I think the Nuggets would have done that too.
Get them out.
Yeah,
especially how Nuggets were playing last year in the bubble.
Yeah.
Oh man,
they would not have gotten to the Nuggets. The Trailblazers would have smoked them. The Rockets probably.
You're right.
The Rockets.
They probably would have fell to the Trailblazers.
Rockets, yeah, you're right.
Y'all remember first the game 1 when we were scared like they were gonna get swept by the Rockets because James Harden and Russ like put 40 on their dome. The first game it was like 116-87. Like this is the James Harden Rockets who don't play defense held LeBron 80 to 87 points, something like that.
That's the thing though. Like every single most games when you play them, when it came to the bubble last year, the Lakers had this thing where like they'd let you win the first game and then that's it.
Yeah, but like take LeBron off. Who's guarding Russ? Who's guarding Harden? Now, AD can't guard the guards. And I mean Dennis Schroeder, okay, he's I mean, we're talking about last year.
Wasn't with him last year though, yeah.
Last year, who Rondo? Rondo's not guarding Russell.
I mean, playoff Rondo's a different breed though.
Yeah.
Playoff Rondo gets run over by playoff Russ. Like
no, I'll give you that. Like, yeah, I see that. I mean, I would definitely say, clearly they wouldn't have won the championship like when they without LeBron. LeBron, I mean, I wouldn't say AD. I wouldn't go as far as saying AD is soft. I don't think AD is soft. I think AD. I mean, we had proof of that. AD was holding his own, and now it's called New Orleans.
I don't think he's soft, but I don't think he's like.
He's not a player that can lead someone to like a.
He's not like mentally. Tough. Let me say like he's not mentally tough. He's not mentally hard.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But if we're talking about Sixers, how y'all like the dub? We figured the L like last night. You like that, Thomas?
When Carmelo Anthony drops 24 points off the bench, bro, you can't really do anything about it. Like I looked at the
3 shots. Don't sleep on. Bro. Stop. I've been saying this for the longest.
I think
Carmelo Anthony is amazing.
I think if Enes Kanter has more than 10 points, we're gonna lose because like there's no way he should be getting more than 5 points a night because that dude is utter garbage. Like he should be overseas.
This dude will retire with I think at some point this dude is almost played for every single team in the league.
He played for the Celtics last year.
It's literally like a merry-go-round. Every year, different jersey, bro. He's like I know he was the Knicks at one point.
I don't even remember who drafted him, bro.
I don't know either. But I mean, either way, he's a pretty cool dude. But like, I mean, for what he like what he's been doing for his country, I think I think social rights have been fighting for in Turkey and all. But like, other than that, I mean, yeah, I see what you mean. Like, he's just been everywhere. Watch him mess around and end up the Lakers and win a chip.
Oh my god!
you heard they're giving Boogie his ring.
I feel like it's
deserved. That's they should. You know what I'm saying?
That's deserved. I mean, Boogie definitely did his part.
But if I'm Boogie, I'm not counting it. Like, okay, cool, I got a ring, but like that's not mine. To be honest, like you know.
No, like I mean, before he got injured, right? So before he got injured, I mean, he was doing his part. Like the dude was there. Like
for sure. But I'm just saying, like for me, like if I'm a player, like I'm competitive. Like in my eyes, like I didn't play, so that's not really like like I earned it because I was on a team, whatever. But like that's not like I didn't work towards that, so it's not like as fulfilling as if me actually playing and getting it. Like
I mean, but wasn't he injured though? Like what could he do?
That's what I'm saying. He was I'm not saying like he should feel like it's not like it's not a valid ring. What I'm saying is like the competitor in me would be like I want to get my own ring with me actually like doing something to like earn it.
I mean, like Houston right now is actually looking pretty nice. But I mean, besides that, they lost Christian Wood and Oladipo also with the ankle injury.
I've heard like they're trying to trade Oladipo, which doesn't make sense to me because like
really,
let's say because Deshaun, he's trying to go to Heat or something. Not he is, but like they're trying to trade because he's on an expiring contract. So like he's a free agent, so he could just leave this year anyways. But like yo, like you can make a run this
That
year.
would be a nice move, like to the Heat.
Yeah, and they can't tank because they have John Wall on a massive contract for the next 4 years. They have Christian Wood on a pretty decent contract. He's not. It's not anything crazy.
He's a really good dude. I mean, I feel bad the way he rolled Ingle, by the way. Oh, that looked nasty.
He's just
But
so
like
sensitive,
I'm
bro, like
yeah, but like no, this dude's been balling up for that though.
no, like he's a K. Like I'm not gonna say here. Like I feel like everyone says like, every skinny dude who can shoot is he's KD. But like he genuinely reminds me of KD. Like the way and he plays in the post too. Like unlike KD, KD can't really get his put his back to the defender. But like Christian Wood, Wall and Oladipo, and I think they got PJ Tucker, right? They got PJ Tucker still there.
So yeah,
They do.
They got somebody. They got the bench.
They have a squad. They have a nice squad.
So like, they're only one game out of playoff contention. Yo, try your best, make it. If Oladipo leaves, he leaves. But like, I don't see the point of them tanking because the next year they're still gonna have Wall on the contract. Exactly. If I'm them, I'm sitting here like, yo, who's a free agent next year? Let me see if I can get Oladipo back. Let me see if I can get another let me see if I can get a big man. Because if they play Wood at the 4 and get a big at the 5 and play Oladipo at the 2, who's at the 3? PJ Tucker. Yo, this team's actually this team's gonna be nice. Like Boogie's aight, but like they need like a big, like they need like Andre Drummond or something. Like they need somebody like to hold down that paint.
Every time I hear Andre Drummond, I'll never forget. Like this dude was, it just makes me laugh. This dude was so hard to get traded to Cleveland. Like he was so hurt. This dude then tweeted a picture with his son, like "Don't trust no one's son." I was like, bro, you got traded to Cleveland. Relax. It made me laugh so hard.
I'd be sick, bro. Man's literally averages a double every year.
This was just so funny. Like this dude, like he got like betrayed by the bro. You just got traded to Cleveland. It's okay. Like that will never forget. That's just so funny.
You traded Kevin Love because I feel bad. The past 3 years, we wasted his. I mean, he got paid, but like they wasted his career. He could have had a ring. He could have went to LA, got a ring because he's trying to go to LA. I think go back to LeBron.
Wait. Didn't he already has a ring with LeBron though in Cleveland though, right?
He does, but like another ring. Like, does he matter at this point?
I mean, yeah, I definitely get it. I mean, Kevin Love, I feel like again, like he is. I still think he has some juice left in him.
He's great. Like I don't think he's bad. Like his prime K Love, he was a point guard. Like he's a point
the Timberwolves, right?
Yeah, he's a point forward.
Like the dude can knock down threes like it was nothing.
Yeah, and I think he got older and with LeBron, like they kind of put him into like a spot up and like big man role. But like, if he goes to a team like I wouldn't say the Sixers, but if he went to like the Bucks, who kind of need who don't really need a big man, but like if they put Giannis at the 5 and they put Love at the 4, they're going places. I'm sorry, they're going places because Giannis doesn't really do like a 4. What I want to.
I don't know if I don't know if you heard today. This boy Giannis, like he been posted up. He been posted up. He got posted by Rudy Gobert there.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, that's bad. He got posted up by 12 points, 9 rebounds, man, bro.
11 points.
Oh, my bad. 11 points.
He got posted by Mr. COVID himself in the NBA. Like, him man just came back for redemption. Like, bro, like, speaking of Rudy Gobert, the Jazz have been on fire.
Yo, what I tell you, I don't know if I told you about. I think I told Nev at one point last year. Mike Conley is the real deal. Yo, them with Zebo, and they had Marc Gasol and Conley, and a bunch of other bad boys. Yo, they were like the Pistons. You remember the Pistons like back when like Dennis Rodman was on them? They reminded me of them. And then like Mike Conley now with Donovan Mitchell, Rudy Gobert, Bogdanovich, Ingles. Yo, they're going places. That's all I'm gonna say.
I mean, look, to be real with you, if let's do one last thing before we head out. If y'all could today, I remember we made a prediction last week. Who would you say is coming out the East and West out of like this week so far? We witnessed the basketball. Start off with Steve this time.
Go ahead, Steve.
Go with Thomas. I gotta think about it.
I don't want to go. Go, Steve.
Okay. Nigga. Go ahead. I gotta think about it.
The East, bro, I got the Sixers. I don't think the Nets, because unless they I don't know, they trade for who's the best? Unless they trade for Ben Simmons, which would never happen. They get the best defender in the NBA. They're not going to be a good defensive team. So.
Oh, so you agree with? I'm about to ask that. You agree with the statement that he's the best defender in the NBA right now?
Who, Ben Simmons? Oh, for sure.
All right.
I mean, there's no.
I think it's valid. I think it's valid too.
I don't think there's a better perimeter defender than him right now. Like when you think about the best perimeter defenders, like who comes to mind right now? They definitely have what's his face? Oh my God, I'm blanking right now. But anyways, Ben Simmons definitely is one of the best perimeter defenders. Raptors right now. John Moranson, he's not bad, but like, am I blanking right now? Who's that? Who was all defensive NBA last year? I'm gonna Google this, but
So you guys, this is coming out the East. What about the West?
West, I got the Jazz. We're talking about like number one seeds, so like, I
So
don't
you
think
think the number one seeds of each conference are gonna come out like to be like the representatives for championship?
yeah, for sure. I think. Oh wait, whoa, like for like championships.
Yes, for the finals.
I think it'll be Lakers and I think Sixers. I don't think the Nets can beat the Sixers because they don't have. If they don't get a big, I don't see anyone on that team who can like. KD's not guarding Embiid. I'm sorry. KD,
Yeah, no.
very talented player, but like KD will put his butt, or not KD. Embiid will put his butt into the block, get a lay or foul every single time.
I really think if that game were to be the conference finals, right?
I'm watching that.
I'm putting Sixers in 5. I'll give the Nets one game.
At least, yeah, at least like 6. Like I don't think they're gonna sneak because no matter like the thing is with the Sixers, you're not gonna drop 149 points and win because they're not letting you get to 149 points.
Yeah, like, again, you're like I agree with the point that Ben Simmons, if he keeps the way he's defending right now,
yeah,
he's on the perimeter. You're
defense player of the year, honestly. And like imagine if Embiid wins MVP.
I feel like if Ben Simmons if he keeps going the way he's going right now, it's totally valid. Like I mean, yeah, like
I'm not gonna say Kyrie's a bad player, but he's not. He can't guard Ben Simmons. How is a 6'2" point guard gonna guard a 6'10" point guard? Like it doesn't make any sense to me. And fun fact: when Ben Simmons was guarding James Harden the last week, James Harden missed 14 of his shot, like his following 14 shots when Ben Simmons was guarding, or like he just didn't score 14 possessions in a row.
Damn.
If that happens in the playoffs, they're losing. Like, I'm sorry. And
I don't that if they do meet up, I don't see the Nets winning that. What's called?
Yeah,
that game. That series actually. What you, Steve? Go ahead.
Go ahead.
So for the Eastern Conference, the 76ers, that's what I'll go with. I was looking at the Bucks. You gotta Giannis. Like I like Giannis, so I was hoping like the Bucks could do something, but I was watching. I forgot what show it was, but they were talking about whether they could trust Chris Middleton as their closer, and I don't think they have a closer on their team because Chris Middleton, I don't know, he doesn't give me closer vibes, so I don't think they have a full closer. So I can't really trust them to go ahead and take it all. So I'm gonna have to go with the Sixers for the East, and for the West, just like in football, you can't bet against the greatest. I'm gonna have to stick with the Lakers for that one.
All right. So I'm gonna say mine. Yeah, the 76ers are definitely, I think, my favorite to come out the East. I mean, the way they're playing, what they 18-8 right now, like they're just dogs right now, man. Like they're not. I don't think they're going. What's it called? They're going sell or choke. And I mean, if I had to say a team that might give them a run for their money, I don't know why, right? I feel like another team I don't want to count them out, but I mean, I think the Celtics. I don't want to count them out. I feel like they can make a playoff run. That's just me. Because I mean, the Celtics. I mean, that dude Jason Tatum is getting better with age. Like that dude. I mean, and despite Kemba Walker having, if he starts the season right, this dude Jason Tatum is just a dog. Like, and Jalen Brown too. Like they're just like they're a hot young team, man. And like I don't want to count them out, but I definitely do see the 76ers coming out the East and probably taking that whole conference. But yeah, when it comes to the West, I mean, who better than LeBron? I definitely I do say I can definitely see it being what's it called, a LA Lakers versus like 76ers what's called NBA Finals, right? And to be real with you, I don't know who I would put to win. I don't know. I just don't know. Like I don't know. Like to be real with you, I mean, I would want Philly to win. Like like it'd be great. Does Philly have an NBA championship? I don't even know.
We'll see, man.
I don't even know if they ever won a championship. But then again, like the GOAT is the GOAT. LeBron will LeBron. Like,
yeah,
this dude LeBron, I think he's still fed up that he didn't get a parade last time. He might just do it to get a parade this year. Like literally, like his man was saying like he was jealous of Tom Brady walking all drunk walk. So like I'm saying like LeBron will do it. So I mean, yeah, that's I guess that's my predictions. But don't count on this Portland Trailblazers, bro. Just don't count this out.
I love how every time we say 30 minutes and then we go. Now it's been what 7? It's been 6
Yeah.
Literally.
sleep on Carmelo Anthony.
Oh, okay.
All I have to say.
On that note,
All
front
right,
office,
y'all.
good night, everybody.
All right, y'all. Appreciate y'all checking this out.
Yes, sir. Like, comment,
And
subscribe, follow our Instagram down in the
everybody go on Jack Easterby's Twitter and tweet that the Houston Texans are trash.
Yes, sir. Okay,
No. Tweet free Deshaun. Everyone tweet right now. Free
hashtag
Deshaun.
free Deshaun comments.
Yeah.
Free Deshaun. Everyone, just tweet that. Cause we need to free Deshaun. Get him out, bro. Get him out of Houston. He's in captivity. He's being held against his will. There's a hostage situation in Houston. Houston, we have an actual problem.
You should have put the echo on it.
That's the title of the video. I'm gonna do that right now.
Houston, we have an actual problem. There you go. Nah, man, because get my man Deshaun out there, man. Free Deshaun. But,
On that note, thank you for watching. We out.
yeah. And if we go viral, we gotta invite Deshaun Watson on here.
Right, yes, sir.
Okay.
What we gonna say? We just been a fangirl. So
This,
we better ask dumb questions. So when you run, do you
when you run, like when you accelerate between wind force, gravity, and everything, sorry.
okay, picture this. You're running and the defender comes to you. What do you do?
What do you do? Like,
No.
I've never understood the gravity of sliding. Like,
Stupid.
Nah.
Nah.
But
All right, y'all.
We going to sleep. Good night.
Yeah.
Oh, every single time I'm always about to leave the meeting. Bye for real.